So, good morning. Today, I will be explaining you the rest of the chapter, The Ailing Planet, The Green Movement's Role by NANI PALKHIVALA. Good morning, dear children. So, in today's video, we will be completing the rest of the chapter. Doing the rest of the chapter, hope all of you must have watched the first part, and if you haven't, please go through it. Otherwise, you won't be able to understand the rest of the chapter. So, the para which we have to start, it is given on page number 45. So, Article 48A of the Constitution of India provides that the state shall endeavour to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. So, it is very nothing to explain much in it. The Article 48 of the Constitution of India, it says that the government will make efforts to protect and improve environment. It will also protect forest and wildlife of the country. But what causes endless anguish is the fact that laws are never respected nor enforced in India. All of us will agree with it. If we see the simple example, there are many laws which have been enforced in India, but they are not properly followed. The people they don't respect it. A simple example is the traffic rules, putting the belt while driving the car. The people they don't follow, and neither the government is really very strict regarding this. For instance, the constitution says that casteism, untouchability, and bonded labor shall be abolished, but they flourish shamelessly even after 44 years of the operation of the constitution. So it's really a matter of great sorrow, a shame also. But it is a matter of never ending grief that laws are not respected nor applied in India. For example, Indian constitution says that casteism, untouchability and practice of bonded labor should be stopped in India. But without any feeling of shame, these practices continue in India even after 44 years of the operation of the constitution. Now it's nearly 1950, our constitution came into force. Just imagine from that time till now, still the situation regarding the enforcement of law remains the same. A recent report of our Parliament's Estimates Committee has highlighted the near catastrophic depletion of India's forest over the last 4 decades. India, according to reliable data, is losing its forest at the rate of 3.7 million acres a year. Large areas officially designated as forest land are already virtually treeless. The actual loss of forest is estimated to be about 8 times the rate indicated by government statistics. So, a new report from our Parliament's Estimate Committee has drawn attention to the catastrophic depletion means the disastrous reduction of forest over the last 4 decades, that means last 40 years. India, according to reliable data, that means according to the authentic data, India is losing its forest by 3.7 million acres a year. This is a really a grave situation, very serious situations. Large areas, which are officially called as forest land, is practically without any trees, which are considered as a forest land. That means there should be forest, but now the human beings have cut down the trees and now they are there treeless. It is estimated that actual loss of forest is about 8 times the rate of depletion provided by government statistics. Just imagine, government has given the statistics that it is reducing 3.7 million acres a year, but what the government has estimated is less than what actually the situation is. A 3 year study using satellites and aerial photography conducted by the United Nations warns that the environment has deteriorated so badly that it is critical in many of the 88 countries investigated. So, a 3 year duration of a study was conducted, and it was conducted by using satellites and aerial photography. That means the photography which was taken while flying. It was conducted by the United Nations. And what does that study says that it has a study, and the study was conducted in 88 countries, and the studies there says that the condition in these 88 countries, the condition of the environment in 88 countries has damaged very badly. The situation is very, very critical, very serious. There can be no doubt that the growth of world population is one of the strongest factors distorting the future of human society. So none of us can deny this fact that one of the strong reason for the distorting the future of future of the human is increase in population. The rapid increase in population is one of the major cause of the deteriorating condition of the earth. It took mankind more than a million years to reach the first billion. So they took million of years to reach 1 billion. That was the world population around the year 1800. So by the year 1900, a second billion was added. That means now the in 1900 the population became 2 billion, and the 20th century has added another 3.7 billion. The present world population is estimated at 5.7 billion. Every 4 days the world population increases by 1 million. So in this way, if the population keep on increasing at such a speed, then naturally everyone has to think about it, and naturally the natural resources of the earth will be exploited, and the condition of the earth will keep on deteriorating. Fertility falls, income rise, education spreads, and health improves. Thus, development is the best contraceptive. But development itself may not be possible if the present increase in number continues. So, when income rises, education spreads. Education means the awareness, and health improves, and rate of increase of population reduces. When these things increase, then naturally the population increase in population will reduce. Hence, development of society is the best method to reduce rate of population increase. And in that, according to me, the foremost thing is the awareness among the people. But if the number of people goes on increasing, development of society may not be possible. All the efforts will be in vain. So awareness has to be created among the people. When we spread the awareness that how to control the population and why it should be controlled, then there will be a difference. The rich get richer and the poor beget children, which condemns them to remain poor. More children does not mean more workers, merely more people without work. It is not suggested that human beings be treated like cattle and compulsorily sterilized, but there is no alternative to voluntary family planning without introducing an element of coercion. The choice is really between control of population and perpetuation of poverty. See, beget means produce or generate, condemns means forced into. So, the condition of India is the rich person is getting richer, children of poor people are forced to remain poor. The poor people they think that having more children means there will be more work, and that means there will be more money coming to the home. But they don't understand that more people means more people will remain without work, that is unemployment. So, having more children does not mean that we would have more workers. It means that we will have more people without work. So, there will be no job, and if there would be no job, then there will be certainly an unemployment, and employment leads to many other evil practices. You better know that. We will not get into it. No, here it is not recommended that human beings should be treated like animals and made unproductive. But voluntary family planning would certainly need some amount of compulsion. That family planning has to be done. We would need to choose one of the two options, either control population or increase poverty. So, the best is we should control the population, right? And the family planning is the best way to do that. The population of India is estimated to be 920 million today, more than the entire population of Africa and South America put together. No one familiar with the conditions in India would doubt that the hope of the people would die in their hungry hutments unless population control is given topmost priority. So presently population of India is estimated to be about 920 million. Now I have given this in India in 2020. The population is given here. People at mid-year according to UN data. It is the population of India. And India population is equivalent to, just imagine, 17.7% of the total world population alone in India. Really, really to think about. Now, it is more than combined population of Africa and South America. Everybody who knows condition of India is sure that population control needs to be given the highest priority if we really want to become a developed country. We really want to develop, then uh, we have to control the population of our country. So needs so the condition of India is show that population control needs to be given highest priority in India. Otherwise, people of India may die due to poverty and hunger. So if we want to stop that, we have to control the population. For the first time in human history, we see a transcending concern, the survival not just of the people but of the planet. We have begun to take a holistic view of the very basis of our existence. The environmental problem does not necessarily signal our demise, it is our passport for the future. The emerging new world vision has ushered in the era of responsibility. It is a holistic view, an ecological view, seeing the world as an integrated whole rather than a dissociated collection of past parts. In the history of human being, an increasing concern is being seen for the first time. Now people are talking about survival of complete planet rather than only human beings. So see, in first part of the video we saw in a chapter that human being, they started realizing that they have to share this planet with others. They no more they can dominate this planet. Now secondly, here they started realizing the fact that they don't have to work for their own survival, they have to save the planet earth also. So people are talking about survival of the complete planet rather than only of human beings. We have started taking an overall view about our existence. The present problem of environment may not definitely mean that all human beings will be eliminated from the earth. It doesn't mean that all the human beings will die from the earth, but environment is the path or key for our future. So if we will save our future, if we will save our earth, then only this saving the earth today is our passport to go into future. This growing new thought has started a new period or age of responsibility. Now we have to become a responsible human beings, a responsible resident of earth, and we have to save our home, our planet. Industry has a most crucial role to play in this new era of responsibility. What a transformation would be effected if more businessmen shared the view of the chairman of Du Pont, Mr. Edgar S. Woolard, who 5 years ago declared himself to be the company's chief environment officer. Now, here CEO means Chief Environmental Officer, not Chief Executive Officer, right? He said, our continued existence as a leading manufacturer requires that we excel in environmental performance. So, this is an industry now what industry needs to play the most important role in the period of responsibility. A great change can be made if if every businessman followed the views of Chairman of Du Pont, Mr. S. Woolard. 5 years ago, he had declared that he was the chief environmental officer of his organization. That means he didn't say that he's a chief executive officer, that he is the sole responsible of the factory only or the industry only. He said, I am the chief environment officer. That means to run my industry, I have to look after the environment first. So, everywhere, if you had seen in the industries, now it is very they have made it mandatory that you should get a environment certificate, that is ISO 9001 certified. That means it is that you are taking full care of the environment, you are not harming the environment. Of all the statements made by Margaret Thatcher, she was the first lady American president. During the years of her prime ministership, none has passed so decisively into the current coin of English usage as her felicitous words. No generation has a free hold on this earth. All we have is a life tenancy with a full repairing lease. In the words of Mr. Lester Brown, we have not inherited this earth from our forefathers, we have borrowed it from our children. So, Margaret Thatcher had made several statements when she was the Prime Minister. So, one of her statement is considered as the most appropriate statement in English language about environment, and that statement was, she said that nobody is the owner of the earth, neither we human being or the other species. None of us can say that we are the owner of the earth. We have come here as a tenant. Tenant means किराएदार की तरह हम यहाँ आए हैं, tenant, for our lifetime. Now it is our duty to repair whatever damage we cause to the earth. Now it is our duty to repair our mother earth. Now we are residing is on this earth as a tenant. हम किराएदार की तरह रहते हैं, तो we don't leave the house like that. If there is damage, we repair it. So since we are the tenants here, we should repair whatever damage we have done to our earth. Mr. Lester Brown has said that we have not received this earth from our ancestors as our own property. What we have done, we have borrowed it from our ancestors. That means we have borrowed this, and we are not the owner of this planet. We have just borrowed it, and now we have to pass this or give this earth to our future generation. We must, and it is our ethical duty, responsibility to return this earth to the future generation in a good condition. So, with this, we come to the end of the chapter. Hope you have understood the chapter. If any doubt, please feel free to ask, and do think about this problem of environment and the ways we can heal our earth. Till then, have a great day. Bye bye.